Hey everyone, let's talk French toast. It's the breakfast of champions, comfort food extraordinaire. And guess what? It's super easy to make. We're going on a culinary adventure. Get ready to transform ordinary bread into something magical. Golden brown, crispy edges, and a soft custardy center. That's what we're aiming for. Are you excited? I am. Let's get cooking. Before we start, let's meet our star ingredients. These are the key players that will transform a simple breakfast into a culinary delight. Each one brings its own unique flavor and texture, creating a symphony of taste in every bite. They're the backbone of our French toast masterpiece. Without them, we wouldn't achieve that perfect balance of crispy edges and soft custardy centers. Let's dive into what makes each ingredient so special. First up, we have bread. Thick slices of challah or brioche are my favorites. They soak up the custard like a dream. The bread you choose is crucial because it forms the foundation of your French toast. Challah, with its slightly sweet flavor and tender crumb, is perfect for absorbing the rich custard mixture. Brioche, on the other hand, is buttery and soft, adding an extra layer of indulgence. Whichever you choose, make sure the slices are thick enough to hold up during cooking without falling apart. Next, we have milk or cream. This is what makes our French toast custardy and rich. Whole milk is fantastic, but feel free to use cream for extra decadence. The liquid component is essential for creating that luscious, creamy texture we all love. If you're feeling adventurous, you can even experiment with different types of milk, like almond or oat milk, for a unique twist. Just remember, the richer the milk, the more luxurious your French toast will be. And of course, we can't forget the eggs. They bind everything together and add richness. Eggs are the glue that holds our French toast together, giving it structure and a beautiful golden color when cooked. Fresh, high-quality eggs will make a noticeable difference in the final dish. Don't be afraid to add an extra egg or two if you want an even richer custard. Lastly, a pinch of spice. Cinnamon and nutmeg are classic choices. They add warmth and a touch of magic to our French toast. These spices not only enhance the flavor but also fill your kitchen with an irresistible aroma. You can also experiment with other spices like cardamom or even a splash of vanilla extract for a different flavor profile. The key is to find the right balance that complements the other ingredients without overpowering them. So, there you have it, our star ingredients ready to shine in the spotlight. Now the exciting part. We're about to embark on a culinary journey that will transform simple slices of bread into a breakfast masterpiece. French toast is a classic dish that combines the comforting familiarity of bread with the rich, creamy goodness of a custard mixture. It's a dish that can be enjoyed by everyone, from kids to adults, and can be customized with a variety of toppings to suit any taste. So, let's get started. Let's transform that bread into glorious French toast. Grab a shallow dish. This dish will be used to mix our custard and soak the bread. Make sure it's large enough to fit a slice of bread comfortably. The type of bread you use can make a big difference in the final product. Thick slices of brioche or challah are ideal because they absorb the custard well and have a rich flavor. Whisk together the milk or cream, eggs and spices. The ratio of milk to eggs is crucial for the perfect custard. Typically, you'll want about 1 cup of milk or cream for every 2 eggs. Add a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a sprinkle of cinnamon or nutmeg for extra flavor. Whisk until the mixture is smooth and well combined. Make sure it's well combined. The custard should be smooth and free of any lumps. This ensures that the bread will soak up the mixture evenly, resulting in a consistent texture throughout each slice. If you want to get creative, you can add other flavorings to the custard, such as a splash of orange juice or a bit of almond extract. This is our magic custard bath. It's what will give our French toast its signature richness and flavor. The custard should be thick enough to coat the back of a spoon but still fluid enough to soak into the bread. If it's too thick, you can thin it out with a little more milk or cream. Dip each slice of bread into the custard mixture. Make sure each side is fully coated. You want the bread to absorb as much of the custard as possible without falling apart. This step is crucial for achieving that perfect balance of crispy exterior and soft custardy interior. Let it soak for a good minute on each side. This allows the bread to fully absorb the custard, ensuring that every bite is filled with flavor. If you're using a denser bread, you might need to let it soak a bit longer. Just be careful not to let it get too soggy. We want the bread to be nice and saturated. This is what will give our French toast its deliciously creamy texture. The bread should be heavy with custard, but still hold its shape. If it starts to fall apart, you've soaked it for too long. Next, heat a skillet or griddle over medium heat. It's important to get the temperature just right. Too hot, and the outside will burn before the inside is cooked. Too cool, and the bread will dry out. Medium heat is usually perfect for achieving that golden brown exterior. Add a knob of butter. This will help to prevent the bread from sticking and add a rich, buttery flavor to the French toast. Let the butter melt and start to bubble before adding the bread. You can also use a combination of butter and oil to prevent the butter from burning. We want our French toast to be golden and delicious. The key is to cook it slowly, allowing the custard to set and the bread to develop a crispy golden crust. This usually takes about 3-4 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of the bread and the heat of your skillet. Gently place the soaked bread slices onto the hot skillet. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan. You want to give each slice enough space to cook evenly. If you're making a large batch, you can keep the cooked slices warm in a low oven while you finish the rest. Cook for a few minutes on each side until they're golden brown and cooked through. You'll know they're ready to flip when the edges start to look set and the bottom is a beautiful golden color. Use a spatula to gently lift and turn each slice. See how easy that was? In just a few simple steps, we've turned plain bread into a delicious breakfast treat. French toast is perfect for a weekend brunch or a special occasion breakfast. Serve it with your favorite toppings like fresh berries, maple syrup, or a dusting of powdered sugar. You're well on your way to becoming a French toast maestro. With a little practice, you'll be able to whip up this classic dish with ease. So go ahead, impress your family and friends with your newfound culinary skills. Bon appétit! Now comes the fun part. Let's add some personality to our French toast. Fresh berries are always a winner. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, anything goes. A drizzle of syrup is a must. Maple syrup is a classic, but honey or agave nectar are delicious too. Feeling fancy? A dollop of whipped cream adds a touch of elegance. And for the grand finale, a dusting of powdered sugar. It's like a sprinkle of magic. Get creative. There are no rules when it comes to topping your French toast. Here are some insider tips to help you achieve French toast perfection. French toast is a classic breakfast favorite, but getting it just right can sometimes be a challenge. With these tips, you'll be able to make French toast that's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and absolutely delicious every time. First, don't oversoak the bread. While it might be tempting to let the bread sit in the mixture for a long time, this can actually make it too soggy. Instead, dip the bread quickly and let any excess mixture drip off before placing it in the pan. This ensures that the bread absorbs just the right amount of the egg mixture without becoming overly saturated. A minute on each side is perfect. Cooking the French toast for about a minute on each side will give it a beautiful golden brown color and a nice crispy texture. Be sure to keep an eye on it, as cooking times can vary slightly depending on the thickness of the bread and the heat of your pan. We want it to be soft, but not soggy. The goal is to achieve a texture that is tender and moist without being mushy. Press lightly on the toast with a spatula to check for the right consistency. If it feels too soft, give it a little more time in the pan. Use medium heat when cooking. Cooking on medium heat allows the French toast to cook evenly without burning. High heat can cause the outside to cook too quickly while leaving the inside undercooked. Medium heat ensures a more controlled cooking process. This ensures that the French toast cooks evenly and doesn't burn. Don't overcrowd the pan. Cooking too many slices at once can lower the pan's temperature and cause uneven cooking. Give each slice enough room to cook properly. Give each slice of French toast enough space to breathe. This not only helps with even cooking, but also makes it easier to flip the slices without them sticking together. Proper spacing is key to achieving that perfect texture. Let the French toast cool slightly before adding toppings. Allowing the toast to cool for a minute or two helps it set and prevents the toppings from melting too quickly. This way, you can enjoy the full flavor and texture of both the toast and the toppings. This will prevent them from melting too quickly. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you make French toast, the better you'll get at it. Don't be discouraged if your first few attempts aren't perfect. Keep trying, and you'll soon be making French toast like a pro. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Try different types of bread, various toppings, and even different cooking techniques. French toast is a versatile dish that can be customized to suit your tastes. Happy cooking! How do you know when your French toast is ready? Here are some telltale signs. The surface should be golden brown and slightly crispy. No more pale, sad bread. The inside should be cooked through and custardy. No more raw egg. It should have a slightly puffed up appearance. This means it's light and airy. And most importantly, it should smell absolutely divine. Trust your senses, my friend. They won't let you down. We eat with our eyes first. Let's make that French toast look as good as it tastes. Choose a nice plate or platter. White plates make the colors of the food pop. Arrange the French toast slices artfully. Don't just dump them on the plate. Add your toppings strategically. Create a beautiful composition. And don't forget the finishing touches. A sprig of mint or a sprinkle of cinnamon adds a touch of elegance. Remember, presentation is a way of showing love and care for yourself and those you're sharing your creation with. A symphony of flavors awaits. Take a deep breath and savor the aroma. It's time to dig in. The crispy edges, the soft custardy center, the sweetness of the toppings. It's a symphony of flavors and textures. Close your eyes and let each bite transport you to a land of pure breakfast bliss. You did it. You conquered French toast and created something truly special. French toast is more than just a recipe. It's a blank canvas for your culinary creativity. Experiment with different breads, milks, spices, and toppings. Make it your own. Add a dash of vanilla extract, a pinch of cardamom, or a swirl of Nutella. The possibilities are endless. So go forth, my friend, and become a French toast virtuoso. The world is your oyster, or should I say, your French toast.